everybody, how's it going? Today may or may not have been a two video day for you guys. If I put the other one up, I put the other one up. Anyway, yep. That was the bad ending yesterday. And I got thinking I might just take that plug completely out of play. So I'm gonna have to run wires from over in that corner, whoops, back in that corner of the office, out and over to here. And okay, in case I don't, hell, I'll just kind of recap a little without trying to go into it in detail. Long story short, sorry, bugs me. Long story short, yesterday's incident got me thinking. I called my electric company for the farm here, and I found out some interesting stuff. They said, surprised I didn't have an overload before. I swore up and down my dad had a 200 amp service coming into here. When we had our trailer house out here, I thought we had a 200 amp service. Somewhere along the way, they downgraded us to a 100 amp service. I'm like, really? He says, you probably should have been updated with your woodworking tools. Oh, nice. I can't remember if I got a 150, 200 amp box in there. I got to go look. So, yeah. Long story short, there might be a bunch of rewiring going on. And more money gone. Which, I guess it can't be gone if I can't find it. So I don't know what I'm going to do in the meantime. And Buddy is supposed to be coming by with the turntable for the hot tank tonight. He got it rebuilt and it looks good. It turned out nice. So, yeah, I don't really know what I'm going to do. And today, well, I'm sure the other video's up because I talked about a lot of stuff in that one. I'm just having some issues myself, but like I said in the last video, I want to keep from going into that. A lot of things have hit me, and a lot of things are bugging me, and a lot of things got me questioning what I'm trying to do here. But anyway, because you know, some of you are probably thinking, oh, that money you spend going and having stuff cleaned and crack checked, it's minimal. Why are you trying to do this? Well, here we go. The reason I'm trying to do this is because most of the stuff I've took in lately was broke or junk. Well, you got a shop that they want their full pay. If it comes back broke, they don't give you a break. They charge you the full price. You pay the full price. Well, with iron prices and that, I mean, say I get 20 heads, take them in, and 19 of them are broke. That's a hefty bill to pay to bring home scrap iron. And then if you don't pay it, they don't work for you. So you're thinking, okay, well, iron prices go up. You realize how much iron prices would have to go up to make it worth hauling that stuff in? I mean, you don't get your money back. And that's why I'm beating my head against the wall trying to get this done. And plus, we've got a Monte Carlo, the Camaros, and I got some other projects that are out there that I thought were dead, but I was just notified there are other projects for other people that are not dead. They just got to get a little more financing. So when we start on it, the cash flow is there. So there are some more projects coming up, but these people are being responsible enough to get the money before the projects are started, which that's good to know. That helps. That helps for the future, but the now is the problem. So there are some other stuff. There's a straight truck involved. I think a tractor involved, maybe, or a couple tractors. Yeah, like I said, and plus somehow, one way or another, somehow, there's going to be I'm thinking seriously of a 30 by 40 or 30 by 60 addition one way, and maybe use those rafters, which would be like 24 or 18 foot addition, 18 by 20 addition, to actually have an engine assembly and working room. So yeah, I've got stuff in the works I haven't talked about yet because they're still in the works, but it's coming. I mean, getting so close to getting to that goal of being able to start doing projects for everybody else, and that's where this hot tank is going to be more of a blessing, because then I won't have to be paying somebody else to clean all these parts, and I can clean them here, in-house it, and stop losing the parts. That's the other thing I'm trying to have. Stop the issue of parts missing. So that's why. So now I'm looking at probably a big electrical expense that I don't know. I know I got the money coming from the Ford motor, and the Ford motor won't really be a full pay because basically, technically, I'm a teacher on that one, and he wants his son to put it together, which I know what he's trying to do, which that's fine, but I still need pay too. And I got the money coming from the 5.3. And then we got a 350. The rings weren't in. I was going to go get it. We got a 350 4-bolt main to start building. But again, I need Mr. Hot Tank working. Got to get things to fall into place. And I am sorry that I got into, but you know, it's all about the timing. It's timing, and we got the motor for Squirrel's truck. I got that motor back there, that 4.3 sitting back here. Let's see, get that. We got that 4.3 there that came out of that 99 Blazer that was rear-ended and tore to hell. Well, it's got a slight knock in it, but I want to take that motor apart, and hopefully the crank can be turned in that one without needing to replace, and get that motor in Squirrel's truck. And if Squirrel's not going to keep the truck, then that's another truck for sale. So anyway, I guess I'll shut up for a while. I'm going to find something to do. And, oh yeah, I got a smartphone now, don't I? I can go to the website and start looking at the electrical wire cost and see what it, and look up a cost of a 200 or bigger amp box. But, I guess I'm tired of being down. I'm tired of not being able to enjoy life. And a lot has changed in my life for the better. And doing the YouTubes is helping. I mean, I've already helped a bunch of people out there that I have no incline how many people have sent me anymore. I've lost track. I mean, I've got a lot of compliments and a lot of thank yous saying, because of your videos, you just saved us a bunch of money, and we're down on the. That's why I do the YouTube videos and showing, you know, I guess I'm trying to show that if you put your mind to it, you can do it. I mean, I've gone from 580 pounds down in the 400s, which is still not low enough. And so, I mean, I'm just trying to show. I've got a disability. Yes, I do. I'm on disability. Yes. But that's not a way to live either. I'm just, yeah, and that's the problem with this world. I mean, there's a lot of disabled people out there that still could be good employees to have. Yeah, it might take us a little longer to get the same job done, but you know, it's going to be done and done right. And but I'm going to shut there now before I go off on another rant, because it's not. I ain't going to change anything. But anyhow, all right, we're going to sit here and do some reading and or looking or something. I just. I know you're never going to go back to the way you were when you're teens, but that's what I'd like to get. I'd like to get back to the size I was in my teens when I thought I was big. And looking back, that was the perfect size to be. I was at 200, 220 pounds. And I was, yeah. I know those days are gone. We're never going to get them back. But, alright, I gotta go. I just found out something too. Look at here. 50 amp, 250 volts. That is the cord hooked to the hot tank. So they didn't even have the right size plug on it. They had a lot better than what I had, so I've been going through all my stuff because I thought I had stuff to at least repair the one on the wall for now, so I could repair my cord for the welder. And I don't. Everything but. I got a couple of these things here too that kind of got me baffled. Let's see. There you go. We've got they're waterproof when closed, but otherwise, yeah. It's like you'd, I don't know. I don't know if it was for a generator hookup, but that sure don't look like it's big enough to handle a generator hookup either. Yeah. So, yeah, I've just been sitting here thinking and working. So, I got 3 50 amp plugs. That thing calls for 60 amp. I guess I'm going to find a 60 amp. I'm not running anything less than reading the book. What I might end up doing is running a wire to and installing a circuit breaker right. Come on. I may install a I may end up installing a sub panel with a breaker right there close to the machine. So that way it'll be protected right there, and then that would protect the wiring running along the ceiling. Which, yeah, probably have wire like that big around. I'm going to find. Oh, that's what I got to go do earlier. I was going to get out the manual for the welder and see. As the welder does have a small 50 amp plug on it. Well, it fits a 50 amp. It doesn't have any markings on the cord on what size it is. So then my wife's like, well, how much do you need to get the dually plated so you can go get your stuff to... I don't know, I got to call the courthouse. Well, by the time she told me that, they were closed, so I'll have to call them in the morning. And I said, well, I think it was like $320 to get the plates on the dually because it's got an 8-ton license. She goes, nothing's cheap with you. Can be $100, $150. So it's got to be $300-400 with you. Well, I don't know. So yeah, I'd like to get this going because, yeah, time's running out on projects. So anyway, this is not what I wanted to find. These Burned out his armature. I guarantee you this is another victim of like what I did yesterday. I guarantee you he ran that on an extension cord and a lightweight one on top of it. I'll guarantee you that's what he did, just like me. Not using a lot. I mean, yep, he's burned her up, melted the spring, burned up the armature. I mean, yeah. I guess he can come and get this thing out of here, along with that egg incubator that he's not doing anything with. I want them out of here. They take up too much real estate, so they need to go. So, alright. You know, I always love it when somebody's always calling me, hounding me day after day after day. Did you get to it? Did you get to it? Did you get to it? You know, I got a lot going on. Get to it, then call him. He wants to know the answer today, what happened to his saw. Tried calling him twice, and you can tell when somebody ignores your call and sends it right to voicemail. I said, you know, you're always in a hurry for me to get back to you. Then when I finally go to get back to you to talk to you about what happened, so I left him a message. I said, well, you burned her up. You ran it on a light gauge cord. It's burned up. It's junk. So I just love how it's always dire need. I gotta know now, and when I get to it, and then try calling him to let him know, because he says, call me today. I don't care what time it is. Call me today. And then doesn't answer. Yeah, I just love that. So anyway, I guess he comes to get this. He can take this, his incubator, and his chainsaw I'll go ahead and keep here. The parts are coming for that again. Place sent out the piston the first time and somehow went to somebody's house. Then it got returned to the post office, and then somebody come back in and claimed it, and the machine shop never got the piston and ring. So, but yeah, I got too much in here. I am seriously thinking about building a little 12 by 12 or something to put like the extra stuff in. Or something, I don't know. Anyhow, my smartphone don't want to be smart today. I tried going to the Menards site to look up the cost of the wiring, so I can figure out what it's going to cost me to get new wiring in a new box. So I'm going to come out of the fuse box with a 60 amp, run that wire over to another 100 amp service box with a 60 amp fuse in it for the hot tank, and then I'll run another one because I think I'm going to change the welder over to a bigger plug instead of the small one. I'm not taking any more chances. I'm done with that. I'm done. So that's what I keep getting up to do, and then I get sidetracked. I'm going to go get the manual for the welder and read up on that and see what it actually is supposed to have. And then, yeah, because I'd like to figure out if I can get the wire run and hooked up and get that running, because I got stuff I've got to clean this weekend. Got to keep that money coming in. So, alright. I'm going to have to break down and get a new lens for this camera or something. Or give me a better camera someday. Anyway, buddy called back and he swears up and down his phone was laying there on the table and it never rang. I said, well, it rang 3 times and went to voicemail. He's like, Yeah. And I told him, I says, well, you were running that on a light gauge. Oh, I was running on my best expensive gauge. He said, it was a 12 gauge extension cord. I said, okay, how long? Oh, 75 foot or more. I said, yep, that's what did it. I said, at 75 foot, you need a heavier cord to run this saw because it's got a big motor to it. I said, you burned her up. Well, what's that? What do you mean it's burned up? I said, you need an armature, brushes, and a switch because the electric brake don't work either. And he's, well, like, how much are the parts? I'm like, well, when I was looking, I think the armature for that thing's like $285. Ouch! So I said, well, you're going to have probably $400 in parts. He's like, well, how much is a new one? I said, $1,100, $1,200 is what I found those for. Oh. So, yeah. I said, got to have a heavier cord if you're going to run it that far. I said, I said, you did the same thing I did. I said, you burned her up. So, I guess I'm going to give up. I'm just... I don't know, I just got... I don't know, I gained some room and then I still got this mess. I'm like, ugh. I'm seriously thinking going 20 foot out to the west, the full length. Okay, 20 foot, that would be... only 4 foot narrower than what this is. Okay, maybe I'll go 24 foot. Go another 24 by 30 off the side. And have that. See, here I got to go uphill to get in here. If I go off to the side and pour a slab, then I'd be on flat ground going into that side, which would help with dead cars and that. Instead of having to push them uphill, I could just roll them on flat ground and push them in and out. So, and then that side would be the engine bay, the work bay, and this would be the shop and engine building area. But long ways to go to get there. Yep, I'd go off that side one more time. And then after that, the next two additions I would do is I would go off the east side of the shop and put on an office, and then I'd go north with my next addition. But and if I'm thinking with going to the west, that would put me about 18 inches down from where this floor is. So then I could go with oh, that would work. That wouldn't look so bad. Go with a 12-foot wall, 10 or 12-foot wall on that side. Then I'd have a place to put a hoist. See where I'm going with this? No more laying down. No more getting up and down for the fat man. Then I really could probably kick it right along. Lots of dreams. Lots of dreams. Just get them done. So anyway, I'm just having... Thought I found a box here. Oh, it's not big enough. It's only got a 30 amp and a 20 amp fuse. Yeah, 20 amps in there, so that's not big enough. So I'll just buy a new box, put it on the wall there, and then have a new welder plug, and then I'll have the one for the hot tank. Then I know I'll be good. Here, I'll show you. This is the size wire I'm going for. This is 6'2". I think that's wrote on it. God dang it. Yeah, 6'2" with ground. 600 volts. So That should carry enough voltage this time. So I gotta find a roll of that. So yeah, come on camera. There we go. Anyhow, I guess I gotta go home and start finding prices and figuring out how to do this shit. So see y'all later. Have a good one. And yeah.